Thank you all for joining this event. Let me also recognize the co-hosts of this side event: Indonesia, Gambia, Turkey, United Kingdom, United States, and European Union. Today, Bangladesh hosts over 1.2 million displaced Rohingyas from Myanmar. The world is little aware that around 32,000 newborn children add up to the present population every year in the camps in Bangladesh. In the past 2 months, another 20,000 Rohingyas had fled to Bangladesh. This is a new flow coming in. Despite hosting the Rohingyas with great empathy, a densely populated Bangladesh has been incurring so much in terms of social, economic, and environmental costs. These culminate in a series of traditional and non-traditional security risks for us. Much of our own development gains are at stake. Clearly, Bangladesh has reached her limits. Therefore, as much as Bangladesh engages on humanitarian aspects or ensuring justice, repatriation of the Rohingyas remain the only sustainable solution to the protracted crisis. Ladies and gentlemen, to date, several UN General Assembly, Human Rights Council, even Security Council resolutions on Myanmar ask for creating conducive environment for dignified and safe and sustainable return of the Rohingyas. Regrettably, with the root causes of the crisis in Myanmar not addressed in the last 7 years, not a single Rohingya could return to their homeland. The overall scenario leaves the forcibly displaced Rohingyas, their hosts, and the global partners with lingering uncertainties. While the focus and humanitarian support to the Rohingyas dwindle, presence of sizable young population in the camps potentially creates another layer of complexity to the crisis. Excellencies, we are concerned over the deteriorating security situation and instability in the bordering region, including sporadic group fighting and criminal activities. Our law enforcement agencies and people, together with the international community, have so far been able to maintain peace and stability in the camps. So the crisis in Rakhine State merits careful revisit. Creating an inclusive society in Myanmar is key, where all ethnic communities can live in peace and harmony. All international, regional, and national actors, including UN Security Council, ASEAN, and other friends of Myanmar, need to acknowledge and incorporate in it their approach. We would ask the UN Special Envoy to play a central role, particularly in the coordinating in political efforts. I look forward to hearing from the Secretary General's Special Envoy, Julie Bishop. Delayed repatriation has resulted in the loss of human capital, both for Rohingyas and Myanmar. We should focus on the human capital of Rohingya community so that their capacity to be reintegrated in Rakhine State is not lost with the course of time. We need to reach food, shelter, medicine, and education to the Rohingyas, as also to the Rakhines on the other side. This is crucial to build longer-term trust and create a conducive environment between two peoples to live in an undivided Rakhine State. This is to be matched by taking creative measures towards social cohesion between Rohingyas and the Rakhine communities. The crisis just doesn't concern only Bangladesh. The challenges faced by the people of Myanmar is certain to spill over to the neighboring and regional countries. Sadly, in Rakhine State, most of the UN agencies and ICRC have discontinued their operation, leaving millions of people at risk of hunger-induced displacement. ASEAN and other regional countries can little ignore the wider humanitarian and interlinked political challenges of the people in need. We also need to factor in the growing risk of communicable diseases in Myanmar and may impact the entire region. Therefore, regional countries engage with all the stakeholders and assist to the multiple ways and means. Excellencies, in view of the deteriorating human security, I would like to propose the following. 1. UN Secretary General may convene an all-stakeholders conference on the Rohingya crisis as soon as possible. The conference should review the overall situation of the crisis and suggest innovative and forward-looking ways out. 2. The joint response plan managed jointly by the UN system and Bangladesh needs to be energized. The resource-raising mechanism needs further political push in view of the sliding funding situation. 3. International community should seriously support the justice and accountability mechanism to address genocidal crimes committed against the Rohingya community. I look forward to hearing from the prosecutor, Karim Khan, on the progress of the case in ICC. Eventually, redressing injustice that has been perpetrated by the military junta in Myanmar is the key to long-term peace and security. Ladies and gentlemen, I reiterate my government's full commitment of our openness to work with all stakeholders in upholding rights, dignity, and security of Rohingya people. We look forward to political resolution of the crisis soon. Thank you very much.